YouTube. This video, we got the tier list, the NBA all-time tier list. So first we got GOAT tier at the top. Then we got legend / icon. Then we got great. We got good. We got average. And players that I don't know or I just don't recognize from these pictures. So with that being said, let's get into it. And we are going to be checking out stats, bro. We are going to be checking out stats. So yeah, that's another thing to take in consideration about this tier list. We're going to go by, just going to go through a lot of things. You know, first, look like we got Kareem at first, I guess. Now, we're going to start from the bottom, actually. I'm going to start from James Worthy. You feel what I'm saying? Let's start. James Worthy, I'm going to put him at average, honestly. I'm going to put James Worthy at average. Hold on. Matter of fact, let me make sure. You feel what I'm saying? Let's check James Worthy's stats right quick, man. Let's check his stats. James Worthy. Okay. Now we could put him at good. Hold on, let me check his rebounds, man. Yeah. We could put him at good. He seems like he was a good player, you know, by his stats, so we can put him at good, move him up one. All right, James Worthy at good. Who's this? That's not Hakeem, is it? Is that Hakeem? Let me make sure. This looks like, I think this is Hakeem. Yeah, this is Hakeem, so we're going to go with Hakeem. Let's see. Obviously, he's a legend. You feel what I'm saying? Hakeem going to legend. I don't know who this is. We're going to put him in don't know. Okay. My boy Jerry West. Or is that yeah, that's Jerry West for sure. We're gonna put him Jerry West, we're gonna put him in good. Hold on. Alright, we got Westbrook. Westbrook. Come on, we're gonna put Westbrook in great. We gotta put Westbrook in great, bro. We got to. Let's be real, bro. Let's be real. Let's be real. This man averaged a triple-double at the point guard position. This man took over. Bro, this man was taking over the league at one point, bro. This man was taking over the league at one point. Look at this. This man has an MVP. He averaged 31, 10, and 10. Let's be real. Let's be real. This man, Westbrook, is great. He is great. We all know about Prime Westbrook, so I don't want to see nothing talking about, oh, you got Westbrook too high. No, goofy. He's supposed to be in great, bro. You must ain't seen Prime Westbrook. If you disagree, you must ain't seen Prime Westbrook, bro. So next, I don't know who this is. I'm going to be honest with you. He's going in the don't know category. We got D-Wade. D-Wade is also going to go in great. Honestly. Yeah, I'm going to have to put D-Wade over Westbrook. I'm going to be honest with you, bro. He really, he put that Heat team on his back, bro. He put that Heat team on his back for sure. He put that team on his back, bro. He averaged 30 points. Come on, man. Come on, bro. Man, D-Wade was unstoppable at one point. He carried that team to a ring. He also has a ring. So that also would put him above Westbrook too. So, I mean, he didn't get an MVP, which is kind of sad. But, you know, it's all right, though. It's not always about MVPs. You know, he carried that team to a ring. It's really a lot right there. I don't know who this is right here. Feel what I'm saying? I don't recognize this guy either. We got Klay Thompson. Klay Thompson, he's gonna go in good. He's not great. Klay Thompson is not great. He's good. He's a key piece to a championship, but he's not great, man. He's not great. All right, so next we got Isaiah Thomas. Isaiah Thomas gonna have to. I'm gonna put Isaiah Thomas here. Come on, bro. Bro, you know the players Isaiah Thomas had to get through to win that championship, bro. You know the players he had to get through, bro. Let's be real, bro. This man had to get. I'm pretty sure he had to get through Magic. No, he had to get through. He had to get through Larry. He had to get through MJ. He had to, who else did he have to get through? Bro, that playoff run that Isaiah Thomas went on was insane, bro. It was insane. He had to get through literally everyone. He had to get through everyone. And they somehow won that ring. He somehow won that ring. And look at his stats, bro. He was actually a bucket. Like, he was really a bucket. He was a contender for MVP almost every year he played in the NBA. Isaiah Thomas is one of those guys, even though he's a hater. Even though he's a hater, can't take that away from his beautiful game. All right, so next. I think I know who this is. I think I know, but at the same time, I don't really know. Yeah, I'm gonna just put him in don't know. I feel like I know who that is, but I really don't. I definitely don't know who these two are for sure. This guy right here. I don't recognize this either. I don't think I recognize this guy either, bro. I don't think I recognize who that is. Dennis Rodman? Alright, we're gonna put Dennis Rodman. I think he's gonna have to go in good, bro. I mean, you can make an argument for him to go in great, honestly. You can make an argument, but me personally, I'm gonna put him in good. I don't feel like he was a great player to this game, but I say he's definitely gonna go in good. You feel what I'm saying? Look at these insane rebounding stats. I feel like no one still to this day is just as good as a rebounder as Dennis Rodman, and he has a back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year. Honestly, he might go in great. No, I'm gonna put him in good. I'm gonna keep him in good. I'm gonna keep Dennis Rodman in good, but he's definitely the best player in good for sure. Next we have, this is David Robinson, I'm pretty sure. This is David Robinson. He's definitely going to have to go in good. Right here, right behind Dennis Rodman. Come on, let's be real, man. David Robinson was that guy. He was that guy. Come on. David Robinson was that guy, bro. Oh, my God. Bro, look at this. Bro, he averaged 30 points in 1993. Number 2 for MVP. He actually has an MVP. I'm not gonna lie, I did not know David Robinson won an MVP. He won MVP in 1994. He was a contender for Defensive Player of the Year, top 5 for it. Matter of fact, he has a Defensive Player of the Year. Nah, he's going in great. I'm gonna be honest, he's going in great. I had to look at those accolades, bro. He's honestly better than Dennis Rodman. David Robinson is better than Dennis Rodman, bro, if you ask me. He's better than Dennis Rodman. But, yeah. I don't recognize. Is this Oscar Robertson? I think I do know who this is, honestly. But, yeah, he can go in great. We already know about him. I don't have to do any research. Triple-double. You know, come on. I don't got to do too much research on that. Playmaking demon. Playmaking genius. This guy. Hold on, my fault. I don't know who this is, bro. So he's going to go in don't know. We got Scottie Pippen. He's going to have to go in good. Already, you know, I don't have to do no research about him. He's good. You know, he's not great, but he's good. I don't really have to do any research. I know about Scottie Pippen already. You know, he was a key piece to a championship. He's a solid role player, bro. A solid role player. Paul Pierce, same thing, and good. But I feel like he's just right behind Scottie Pippen. But, you know, Paul Pierce was like that back in his day, back in his prime. You know, he was somebody to watch out for. He was somebody that was dangerous. You know, I don't have to do any research on Paul Pierce either. I already know about him. This guy right here, I don't know. If I'm not mistaken, I don't know if this is Meta World Peace or Ron Artest. I really do not know who that is. I'm just guessing. Hold on. Ron. I don't even think he goes by that anymore. I don't think he goes by that. Yeah, he doesn't even go by that anymore. I forgot. He goes by fucking Meta World Peace. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Yeah, I don't think this is him, bro. This not him. Hold on, let me look at the pictures, bro. Yeah, bro, that is not him. That's not him, bro. That is not him right there. Yep, he's gonna go and don't know. Chris Paul. Damn. Chris Paul, he's probably going to have to go. Chris Paul, bro. He's gonna have to go in good, probably. Might have to go in good. I feel like he's over Scottie Pippen. He's over Paul Pierce, Klay Thompson. He's over those guys. Yeah, bro. He's gonna have to go in good. You can make an argument for him to go in great, but if we're being real, I already had him searched up right here. But I was looking at his stats earlier. I'm like, I don't know if Chris Paul goes in great. Honestly, he might be he might be in good. Like, I wouldn't consider Chris Paul as great. I mean, yeah, he's MVP contender for multiple years. Contender for Defensive Player of the Year at his size, which is insane. NBA All-Defense 1 back in 2008. NBA All-Defense 2 back in 2010. Then he made NBA All-Defense 1 from 2011 all the way down to 2015. That's consistent defense right there. Oh, no. He actually made it all the way NBA All-Defense 1 all the way down to 2016, actually. I'm not going to lie. I still don't feel like I would consider him as great. Actually, I'll come back to this. I'm going to put him in good for right now. But I'm trying to think about it. I mean, he's one of the best playmakers the NBA has ever seen, though. I'll come back to that. Maybe that might change later on. I might make some adjustments to this list. But if I'm not mistaken, this guy right here, this is Tony Parker. Tony Parker right here, he's going to have to go in good. I think he's right here. This is the perfect place for Tony Parker right there, man. And I do not recognize this guy right here. Shaquille O'Neal, this is a legend. Obviously, bro, he's better than all these guys on this list. Honestly, I do not have Shaq over Hakeem. Just me personally, I know Shaq is probably greater than Hakeem, bro. But as a player, as a skilled player, I do not have Shaq over Hakeem, bro. That is my opinion. I think Hakeem, honestly, might be the greatest defender of all time. Have probably the greatest footwork we ever seen in NBA history. The greatest post hook we ever seen in NBA history. Wait, hold on. I just made a mistake. This is not Hakeem, bro. That is not Hakeem. This is Hakeem. Sorry about that. That is not Hakeem. This is Hakeem, bro. I'm telling you, I do not be recognizing these players, bro. I don't know who this is, bro. So, honestly, is that... Actually, I think I do know who that is. Is that Steve Francis? That is not Steve Francis. Yeah, let me stop. That is not Steve Francis. I do not know who that is. I thought that was... This looks like a younger version of Hakeem. I'm not going to lie to you, but apparently it's not. So we got Dirk. Where y'all think we're going to put Dirk, man? I think Dirk, man. I don't know, bro. Y'all think Dirk deserves to go in great? I don't know, bro. I don't know if Dirk deserves to go in great, bro. I'm going to be honest. I got to do some research on this. Got to do some research on this right here. Dirk has an MVP back in 2006. Okay, that's cool right there. Consistently averaged 20-plus points. Okay, MVP contender for most of his career. All right, only thing about Dirk is his defense. His defense really kills him as a player. That's the only thing I don't like about Dirk, but he also won that insane ring back in 2011, bro. So I think I might move him up to great. Yeah, I think I'm gonna move Dirk up to great. I feel like he might be great. Now, Steve Nash. He's going to have to go in great. I was debating either legend or great, but I'm going to put him in great, bro. Honestly, Steve Nash is above D Wade, bro. Argue with a wall, bro. Steve Nash, bro, let's be serious. Let's be fucking serious, bro. This guy is a fucking... Bro, Steve Nash was a passing genius. He was a playmaking genius. And at times, you couldn't stop him scoring either. There was times where you could not stop him from scoring, bro. I'm not joking. He won MVP back in 2004 and 2005. I don't know how he won in 2005, bro. But he did. But yes, bro. I'm telling y'all, Steve Nash was really like that on the court. And if y'all disagree, I might got to do a video where I react to Steve Nash highlights, bro. There is no denying if Steve Nash is great or not, bro. It's just not. A playmaking genius. One of the best playmakers we ever seen. When we talk about playmaking, we always name Steve Nash, bro. When we talk about top 5 playmakers ever, we say Steve Nash. Automatically, bro. So there's no arguing about that. Steve Nash is great, man. Come on. I don't recognize this guy right here, man. I don't recognize this guy either. Now, this is Reggie Miller. He's going to have to go up here and good. I think Reggie Miller above Klay Thompson. He'll be fine right here, man. He'll be fine. Honestly, I'm going to change it. This is not in order. This is not in order. I'm gonna just say that right now. This shit not gonna be in order. As long as they're in this category is what matters, bro. It's not gonna be in order because then that shit is just any like come on, bro. It'll never be correct if the shit is in order, bro. So it's not gonna be in order. This guy right here, I don't know. Bro played in like I don't know, man. But this looks like Kevin McHale. I'm pretty sure this is Kevin McHale. He's going to have to go in great. I feel like Kevin McHale was a great center. An amazing center. I feel like, no, he's above. I just, never mind. It's not in order. I just told y'all this, and I'm still trying to put it in order, bro. It is not in order, bro. Kevin McHale was a fucking demon, bro. He was a demon. Look at this. Look at this, bro. He won 6 Man of the Year back-to-back, bro. 6 Man of the Year back-to-back. Like, come on, bro. Kevin McHale was like that, man. He was like that. He averaged a good amount of rebounds. At one point, he averaged 2.7 assists. This is a center we're talking about, buddy. A center we're talking about. He had some good defense on him, too. Come on, man. Kevin McHale was one of those guys, man. I'm putting Kevin McHale up there. Who is this? Tracy McGrady? He's going to have to go in good. Tracy McGrady is good. There's no, there's no debate about that. This guy, he's going to have to go in don't know. I don't know who that is. Pete Maravich, Pistol Pete. He's going to have to go. Ooh, I'm going to have to do my research on this. Let me do my research on Pistol Pete right quick, man. Pete Maravich. Let me do my research on this. Let me do my research. Damn. Alright. He definitely didn't play that long. I mean, he played 10 years, but it don't seem like he played that long in the NBA. But look. He averaged 31.1 points in the game. He doesn't really look like he won too many accolades. But he was definitely, by the way these stats look, he was an elite scorer. Assist, he was pretty good at playmaking. By just looking at his assist, he was a decent playmaker. His free throw percentage, okay. They don't have any 3-point percentages because I'm pretty sure that shit wasn't even a thing. 3 points weren't a thing, you feel what I'm saying? But his 2-point percentage was pretty good, 45%. That's actually really good. We're gonna have to put him in good. This guy, I don't recognize him. I feel like I know who this is. Honestly. Nah, I'm gonna put him in don't know because I feel like I know, but I don't. I definitely don't know who this is. Damian Lillard. He's gonna have to go in good. Pretty good player, man. Obviously one of the most clutch players we ever seen in NBA history. You know, let me see. Damian Lillard, man. Let's look at his stats. I know he doesn't have many accolades. He's been in the league for 13 years, averaged 30 points at one point, MVP candidate for about like half of his career, comeback player of the year. He was number 10, number 11 the next year after that. He made all NBA 1 back in 2017. That's a big accomplishment right there. He won Rookie of the Year. He has two All-Star appearances. Actually, excuse my language. He has 6, 7, 8 All-Star appearances. My fault. Excuse my language, bro. And he actually averaged, the most he's averaged was 32 points back in 2022. He was a demon. I remember that. He was a demon. But yeah, man, yeah, he can definitely go in good. He's a good player, you know. Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard, he can go in great. Do I gotta explain myself? Kawhi Leonard is one of the greatest defenders we ever seen in NBA history. And not only that, he's a scorer. He's a scorer. Honestly, Kawhi is one of the greatest two-way players that NBA has ever seen. Not only is his defense elite, but his scoring is elite too. And not even just the regular season. The playoffs. The playoffs matter in this tier list too. So Kawhi is not just a regular seasoner. He's a playoff contender too. He plays good in the playoffs. And now I know this past playoffs he was a little shaky, a little inconsistent. But usually Kawhi performs in the playoffs and he has 2 back-to-back defensive player of the years. Like, let's not act like this guy is not like that, bro. Like, come on, man. Like, come on, man. A lot of y'all want to come up here and say Kawhi is an overrated scorer, bro. Averaging 27 points in a year, bro, is not overrated scorer, bro. Like, how does that even make sense? Averaging 27. Bro, if he's averaging 27, almost 30 points in a whole season, how is that overrated? I don't get it, bro. You got to be getting buckets to average that much, bro. And not only that, bro, he has one of the best mid-ranges. I feel like, me personally, I feel like Kawhi has one of the most automatic mid-ranges I ever seen, bro. So, yeah, Kawhi, he deserves to go in great. You feel what I'm saying? He also has 2 rings. Insane, bro. Who is this? Jason Kidd? Pretty sure this is Jason Kidd. He was a pretty good player, you know. I felt like he went to the finals back-to-back when he was on the Brooklyn Nets, and I feel like he should have won. He should have won at least one of them. Michael Jordan. He has to go all the way up here. He's one of the greatest of all time. You feel what I'm saying? This guy right here, I do not recognize him. He's going and don't know. Nikola Jokic. At this point, do y'all think Jokic is great or is he good? No. Wrong question. Legend or great? Legend or great? Have to put him in great for right now. I might have to put him in great for right now. Now, I know when it's all said and done, he's probably going to be a legend. Not even no probably. I know he's going to be a legend. But right now, he's probably going to have to go in great. The way his career is going, yeah, he's probably going to have to go in great. Look at this shit. This is absurd. He has 3 MVPs. A contender for half of his career for MVP. This is absurd. I'm going to be honest with you. This is unreal. And look, bro, look at his stats, bro. His stats is obviously unreal, bro. He's averaging a triple-double this season. 2024-2025, the NBA season, he averages a triple-double at the center position. And he's slow as shit. He can't run. Come on, bro. His IQ is amazing. We got to put him in great, bro. He's going to be great. And when it's all said and done, he's probably going to be a legend, like I said, bro. Magic Johnson, he is definitely going in legend. He is obviously a legendary Laker. When we talk about the Lakers, all-time Laker players, we talk about Magic Johnson. When we talk about all-time point guards, we talk about Magic Johnson. Who do we compare the greatest point guards to? Magic Johnson. Every time we see a point guard, you feel what I'm saying? We feel like he could be one of the greatest. Who do we compare him to? Magic Johnson. We don't compare him to Stephen Curry. I'm sorry, bro. We don't compare them to Stephen Curry. Stephen Curry's not the greatest. I feel like Stephen Curry is top 3 point guard of all time, but he's not one. He is not one. And I'm sorry, Magic Johnson is just an all-around better player than Stephen Curry, bro. Not to mention, this man, if I'm not mistaken, he won Finals MVP in his rookie year, bro. He won Finals MVP in his rookie year. That's insane, bro. Magic Johnson is one of them ones, bro. One of them ones we will probably never see again. Did not play illness. I heard about that fake illness he had, man. But yeah, look at this, bro. 13.1 assists in the season. 3 MVPs. Come on, without a doubt, he is a legend. Number 1 best point guard of all time. LeBron! He's going in the GOAT. I feel like LeBron is the greatest of all time for sure. 100%. Do I gotta say it? Let's look at his stats, man. LeBron Ramon James, bro. LeBron is obviously the greatest of all time. Let's look at this right quick, man. I ain't gonna say obvious. It's not really that obvious to a lot of you guys right now. But he has 4 MVPs, 4 championships, been carrying teams since he got in the fucking league, bro. He's been averaging 20 plus since he got in the league. LeBron has never averaged nothing under than 20 points, bro. Ever since he got in the league. And he's been in the league for 22 years. Still averaging 24.4 points. How? We don't know. This looks like an impossible task that we will never see again, bro. That we will never see again. His impact on basketball is, bro, it's insane. It's on the court and it's off the court, bro. His impact on the basketball culture itself is on the court and off the court, bro. And I'm talking about to everything, the celebrations, the type of play style, bro, even his physique. Come on, bro. We're not finna do this, bro. Even his shoes was popping at one point. LeBron is the greatest of all time. But you can make an argument for Jordan to be over him if you want to. You know, Michael Jordan's also up there when it comes to influence and, you know, impact on the basketball game too. So I wouldn't be mad if you was to say Michael Jordan is honestly the GOAT over LeBron. But, you know, that's just your opinion. Mine is just LeBron. I grew up watching LeBron, and that's just, it is what it is. I mean, I searched up Jordan. Jordan's for sure locked the second greatest of all time. He's locked. Locked that. He locked that for sure. But now we're going to move on to Allen Iverson. He is from my city. He is from my state. So I am a little bit biased when it comes to this. He's obviously in great. No, honestly, Allen Iverson is a legend, bro. I'm going to put Allen Iverson in legend. Yes, I am a little bit biased when it comes to Allen Iverson because he's from where I'm from. You feel what I'm saying? So, yeah, I'm going to put Allen Iverson in legend. You know, I feel like his career could have been a little bit better if he had some help. If he had some help when he was in his prime, his career, you know, he actually would have won probably like 2 rings at least. You know, he has an MVP. He carried that trash-ass 76ers team to the finals. And it's the fact, I'm not pushing this. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not telling y'all to do this or anything, but he didn't even go to practice, bro. And he was still dropping 30 on the court. Come on, bro. I ain't trying to promote that shit or anything. But, bro, this is a guy we're talking about who didn't go to practice and still dropped 30 on the court. Like I said, bro, I'm not promoting this, but I'm just saying, though. I'm just saying, like, how? I'm just saying, though, bro. Like, I'm just saying, but look, he averaged 30 plus points for multiple seasons in his career. He has an MVP, multiple All-Star appearances, bro. Like, come on, man. Defensive Player of the Year, contender at one point. This guy right here. Let's not mention how good of a defender he was, you know, for his size. He was a great defender for his size. You know, he would pickpocket that ball out of your hands immediately. So, yeah, bro, I'm going to be honest with you. Allen Iverson is definitely a legend. Thank you, Bubba Chuck, what you have done to the basketball. And let's not even talk about his impact. I don't even got to talk about it. Y'all know his impact on basketball. Do I even got to talk about it? Crossovers, Kyrie? Come on, I don't got to talk about his impact. Anyways, speaking of Kyrie, we got Kyrie next up. And Kyrie's going to have to go in great. I got Kyrie being great. Hold on. Whoa, 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 whoa. Kyrie is a great NBA player. I don't think he's a legend. No. But he's great. He's great. I will give that to him. One of the greatest point guards we've ever seen. One of the most clutchest point guards we've ever seen. So, yeah, I kind of have to give that to him. So, yeah, we got Dwight Howard next up. He's going to have to go in great. You know, we all know about prime Dwight Howard, right? I mean, some of y'all don't. Some of y'all are casuals in the back. Y'all don't know about prime Dwight Howard. Yes, he was a beast at one point. You feel what I'm saying? Back when he was on the Magic. Yup, look at this. Look at this right here. 3-time Defensive Player of the Year. I'm talking back to back to back Defensive Player of the Year. Bro, Dwight Howard is one of those ones. He is a great NBA player. He's not good. He's not great. I mean, he's not average. He's not good. He is great. You feel what I'm saying? So, yes, Dwight Howard is one of them ones, a double-double machine. Yes. And he was a bully, too. He was a straight-up bully. This guy, I don't think I recognize who this is. I don't think I recognize who that is. We got James Harden. I obviously recognize this guy. Damn. At this point of James Harden's career, do you think he's just good? Or do y'all think because of his prime, y'all think he should still be considered great? You definitely can make an argument for him to go to great. I don't think I'm one of those guys to make that argument though. But let's check it out. Maybe I am. Hold on, let me see. Ah, shit, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Damn. He is one of the greatest scorers we ever seen in NBA history. Let's not act like James Harden wasn't one of the greatest scorers of all time. 36.1 points a game. He has an MVP under his belt. Contender from 2016 all the way down to 2020. Not gonna lie, bro. He might have to be considered great. He might. He just might. Bro, you telling me he had 11.2 assists at one point in a season? He averaged 11.2 assists in a season along with 29.1 points and 1.5 steals? Sheesh. Okay, damn, this might be a difficult one. Damn. James Harden, bro, James Harden might be considered great, bro. I'm not gonna hold you. His influence on the game is pretty much there too. You know, you got the Luka Doncic, the step back, obviously influenced by James Harden. And Luka is one of my favorite players, but he's obviously influenced by James Harden. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, I know y'all probably don't want to admit it, but he's influenced by James Harden as well. Yeah, I feel like he belongs in great. He has a pretty big impact on basketball too with this step back. So, yeah, and his foul baiting. But this guy right here, I don't recognize him at all. I don't recognize this guy either. Is this one of the Gasol brothers? I'm pretty sure this is one of the Gasol brothers. I'm not. Let's see. Is that Mark or is that Paul Gasol? Mark. Hold on. That might be Paul. Paul Gasol. Alright, it's not popping up right there, so I'm probably spelling this shit wrong. Hold on, Paul Gasol. Yup, that's Paul Gasol right there. Alright, hold on. Paul Gasol, I think he's considered good. Let's look at these rebounds, though. Okay. Yeah, he's a good player. He's looking like a double-double machine, so Yeah, let's look at let's consider him as a good player. Kevin Garnett, the big ticket, man. The big fucking ticket. He is honestly, you can make an argument for him to go to legend. You definitely could, but I think he's great. You definitely can make him an argument for him to go to legend. Hold on, let me see. He has an MVP. He has a ring. He's one of the greatest defense. Honestly, he might be legend. In my opinion, he's legend. Defensive rebound. Like, come on. Come on. Look at his rebounding stats. Look at his block stats, bro. Come on. Come on, bro. I'm putting him up to legend. I'm putting him up to legend. I got to. This man, Kevin Garnett, is a legend, bro. He's a legend, bro. Like, are you looking at what I'm looking at, bro? Why are you trying to debate this? Are you looking at what I'm looking at, bro? He has an MVP. He has a ring, bro. Look at it. Look at the rebounds he used to average, bro. Look at the rebounds he used to average, bro. Come on, bro. Like, we're not finna do this, bro. Not finna do this, bro. Like, bro, you trying to argue with me about this, bro? Sit back and watch, nigga. But nah, this. I feel like I know who this is. This Walt Frazier? This Walt Frazier, bro? Let me make sure I know what I'm talking about. I think that's Walt Frazier. I think that's Walt Frazier, my nigga. Yeah, shit, it looked like him. Yeah, that's Walt Frazier. Yep, that's definitely Walt Frazier. Yeah, he was a pretty good player. But I think for his era, he was considered great. He was considered great. So yeah, he's definitely he's considered great. Definitely, especially for his era. We got Patrick Ewing. I'm gonna consider him as great too, for sure. He's a defender. Let me make sure I know what I'm talking about now. Let me make sure I know what I'm talking about. Patrick Ewing. Yeah. He was also a scorer. Yeah, he was definitely also a scorer, not even just a defender. But yeah, I told y'all he was a defender, bro. Come on, man. Contender for Defensive Player of the Year multiple times. MVP run multiple times. Rookie of the Year. Yeah, he's one of them ones, man. He's going in great. Honestly, I might move him down to good. He has all those runs, bro, but I think I'm gonna move him down to good, bro. I ain't gonna lie. He's good. I'm gonna move him down to good. This guy I don't recognize, Kevin Durant. Damn. Would y'all consider Kevin Durant great or a legend? Is KD great or is he a legend? I think I'm gonna consider KD as great. I'm gonna consider KD as great. I don't think he's a legend yet. That it just still hasn't hit the basketball association that Kevin Durant is a legend. I think we still look at him as a great NBA player. I don't feel like he's a legend yet. Now, Tim Duncan is a legend. When centers, you feel what I'm saying? When centers first get to the league, I promise you they go take tips from Tim Duncan. Why? Because he's a legend. He's a legend, bro. I'm trying to tell you. When you at the practice facility and you see Tim Duncan there, you play better. You want to play better in front of a legend, man. Because he knows potential. He sees potential. I'm trying to tell you, bro. These scouts, these reporters and stuff, the coaches, when Tim Duncan shows up, they listen to Tim Duncan. Why? Because he's a legend. He knows what a good player looks like, man. I'm trying to tell you. Now, this right here, I'm pretty sure this right here is Steve Francis. No, that's Clyde. No, I'm tripping, bro. I said Steve Francis, bro. This is definitely Clyde the Glide. Now, Clyde the Glide is a good player. I wouldn't consider him as great. But Clyde is definitely a good player. I'll consider him as that. This guy right here I don't recognize. Anthony Davis. I'm considering AD as great. Actually, I gotta do my research. Even though Anthony Davis, he's been on my team for the past couple years, so I know Anthony Davis. In my opinion, he's great, but I gotta do my research. In reality, I can't just be biased on this list. I would consider him as great. Defensive Player of the Year, contenders for MVP, multiple contenders for MVP, All-Star. He has a ring. Yeah, I consider him as great. I know he probably doesn't have many accolades, but that's his ring in 2020. I know LeBron, a lot of y'all like to say LeBron, but nah, bro. That is Anthony Davis's ring back in 2020 when the Lakers won. That is Anthony Davis's ring right there, bro. That is AD's ring for sure. All right, we got Stephen Curry. He's a legend. What's understood doesn't have to be explained. We already know about Stephen Curry. He's a legend. I don't have to say too much. I don't know. Wilt Chamberlain. He is a legend. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not putting him up here. No, when we talk about GOATs, Wilt Chamberlain is never in that conversation. Now, Wilt Chamberlain is in the legend conversation all the time. But when we talk about the greatest basketball players of all time, we talk about these two guys most of the time. We do not talk about Wilt Chamberlain. I'm going to just be honest with y'all, bro. So, Wilt Chamberlain, no, he's not one of the GOATs. Vince Carter. He's a good player. He's not great. Vince Carter was not great. But when it came to dunking and finishing, yes, Vince Carter was great. But as an all-around player, bro, Vince Carter was not great, man. He was not great. He was good. He was good. You know, he has a Rookie of the Year. 3-4 MVP candidates for MVP. He was on MVP run. But I feel like Vince Carter is a good player, not great player. Even though he played for a very, very long time. He played for 22 years in the league. But yeah, man. Tired. All right. We're going to go here. I'm pretty sure this is Kareem right here, man. He's going to have to go in GOAT. You know, you can make an argument. I've seen someone make an argument for Kareem to be the greatest of all time. You can definitely do that. But, no. Kareem is not the greatest of all time. In my opinion, it's LeBron James, Michael Jordan, then Kareem. You know, I don't think he's the greatest of all time. But you can definitely make that argument. Now, Ray Allen. Would Ray Allen be considered great or is he good? I think Ray Allen honestly would be considered great. I don't know. Let me do my research. Man. Let me do my research. Let me do it. I'm putting him in good. Yeah, bro. Ray Allen's in good. He's in good. Not great, man. He was a solid. Don't get me wrong, though. He was one of the greatest shooters of all time, for sure. But we're gonna have to put him in good, bro. He's not a great player. He doesn't have much impact on the game. You know, when he was all said and done, yeah, we still talk about him from time to time, bro. But we don't really talk about him like he's great, honestly. We talk about one of the greatest shooters, but great as a NBA player as a whole. Nah, bro, he's not great. Giannis Antetokounmpo. At this point of his career, he is considered one of the greatest. You know, do I have to say too much, bro? Giannis is one of the greatest defensive players we've ever seen in NBA history. He has a ring. He has an MVP. He has a Defensive Player of the Year. Most Improved Player of the Year. Bro, 31 points in a season for Giannis. And he averaged 11.8 rebounds with 5.7 assists. I don't got no explaining to do. This guy is considered great. Giannis is a great player. One of the greatest power forwards we ever seen in NBA history, bro. Literally. Now, Carmelo Anthony, you had a chance to become great. You had that potential to be up here with KD. You feel what I'm saying? I thought when Carmelo Anthony was going to retire, I thought he was going to be up there with KD. But no, he started getting washed a little bit. So, nah, he's good. We're gonna have to put him in the same category as Vince Carter. He's good. He's good. You feel what I'm saying? This guy right here, I don't know. Charles Barkley. I feel like he's good. He's in the good category, but I could be wrong. Let's go check the stats. Charles Barkley. Charles Barkley does have an MVP. Okay, I did not know Charles Barkley had an MVP back in 1992. I'm not going to lie to y'all, I did not know that. But I still think he's considered good. I don't know, man. They did make up rules against this, man. Damn, they made up rules against this. I feel like when we talk about greatest players, we don't mention Charles Barkley, though. We really don't. I'm going to keep him in good. He's definitely he's a Hall of Famer. He's a Hall of Famer, but I don't feel like he's great. I don't think he's great. I don't think he's up there with those guys. This guy I don't recognize. I don't recognize this guy either. I feel like I do know who this is. I do. That's Chauncey Billups. I'm pretty sure. That's Chauncey Billups. If I'm not mistaken. Yep, that's Chauncey Billups. Gotta do my research. He's good. Nah, he might be average. Chauncey Billups might be average, bro. Defense 2. He's average. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, bro. He's average. He's not bad at all. But, yeah, we're gonna have to put him in average. Larry Bird. We're gonna have to put Larry Bird in legend/icon. Come on, man. Come on, Larry Bird is obviously a legend, bro. Now, Kobe up there in the GOAT conversation. Every time we speak about Kobe, he's up there in the GOAT conversation. Now, let's get back to Larry Bird. Now, a lot of y'all probably mad as shit. Y'all probably don't know about Larry. Y'all probably do not know about Larry. Come on. Y'all don't know about that boy. Y'all don't know about this boy, man. 3-time MVP. He has rings. Well, he has a ring. He has rings. He's been in the league for 13 years. They say he's one of the greatest shooters we've ever seen in NBA history. Come on, bro. Y'all compare this guy to Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant's not a legend yet. Maybe when KD retires, we can make that debate. But even then, I feel like Larry Bird is still going to be better than Kevin Durant. Larry Bird is a better playmaker. I'm pretty sure Larry Bird had better vision on the court than Kevin Durant did. Kevin Durant, I'll give him the defensive part and the athleticism. Even though Larry Bird, he was pretty athletic. I know y'all probably ain't seen them Larry Bird highlights, bro, but I definitely seen him. Larry Bird was athletic now. Larry Bird could get up there. He could get himself a dunk. For sure, he could get himself a dunk. So, yeah. Look at this. He could pass that rock, bro. Don't let 4.5 assists. Don't let that fool you. Larry Bird could pass that rock, boy. He could pass that rock. I'm trying to tell you. And yeah, he was an elite scorer. We already know this. But hey, look, Larry Bird was one of them ones too. Now I feel like this is a pretty solid list right here. I don't think I have any adjustments to make. Walt Frazier, he was considered great in his era, but I could make an argument to move him down to good. Chris Paul could be arguably be moved to great. He definitely could. I think I'm gonna move him to great. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I think I'm gonna move him to great. Scottie Pippen, I think he's good right where he is. Honestly, he's good right where he is. Good player, not great. We don't consider him as great. I think we're going to consider Chris Paul as great once he retires. Honestly, some may consider him great right now. So, yeah. Uh, I might take Chris Paul over Westbrook. No bullshit. Also, these are not in order. None of these players in these categories are in order. So, we got Charles Barkley and good, Carmelo. Yeah, I feel like this is honestly a great list. This is a great list. I mean, Reggie Miller, I don't want to say he could possibly be in great. Let me see. I think he's good right where he is too. Multiple All-Star appearances. All-NBA 3. I think he's good right where he is, man. This is probably one of the greatest lists of all time. Now, I know I don't recognize a lot of these people on here. I definitely don't. These are players that was not in my era. I did not do research on it. I feel like I know who this is, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I definitely feel like I know who this is, but I just can't put a name on it. So that's why I put him in don't know. But once I promise you, once I post this video, it's gonna come to me who some of these players in don't know is. It's gonna come to my head and be like, oh, I'm trying to tell you. Once I post a video, these names are gonna come to me, bro. Cause I feel like I know who this is too. I feel like I do know some of these players I put in don't know, but I just can't think of their name right now. Damn. But yeah, bros, for the players I do know, y'all can't lie, bro. This is a great list. This is a great list, bro. A great list. I don't know if I consider... I mean, Isaiah Thomas, I feel like he's good where he's at. Do we consider Isaiah Thomas a legend? You can definitely make that argument. You can make that argument, but I think he's good where he's at. Do we consider him as a legend? Do we really consider Isaiah Thomas as a legend? I don't think so, bro. Nah, I think he's great. He's great, man. Is there any adjustments I need to make? Nah, Dwight Howard is great. Yeah, man. Y'all can screenshot this all y'all want to. You feel what I'm saying? Hey, y'all comment down below what y'all think about this list. Y'all think it's amazing? Y'all think it's the worst list y'all ever seen? Which would be cap. But, I mean, you could... Also, another thing I want to point out. I feel like you could probably make an argument to move Dennis Rodman to great. Just because of his rebounding. Now, that might be the only adjustment I make. Dennis Rodman could be considered great, but in my opinion, he's at good. But yeah, man. Hey, y'all tell me how y'all feel about this list. I mean, hold on. I think I'm gonna move Dennis Rodman to great. I think I'm gonna move him to great just because of his defense. All right, now. Hold on. I'm trying to think. Should I add another category? Nah, this is good where it's at. Hey, this is the list right here. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this. And I'm going to see y'all boys next time. And I'm out, man. Peace.